Hi, welcome to my channel, PJ's Thriving. My name is Peggy Jeffrey, so I am PJ. I'm on a journey of healing and thriving and just learning new ways of taking care of myself. It's through self-empowerment, so self-healing and just learning how to find inner peace. I'm on a weight loss journey, and I'm also learning how to reapply makeup because now that I've gotten older and gotten a little bigger face and age spots, I'm trying to correct all that, hide that, and of course make myself look younger. I never had to wear makeup when I was younger, so that's what I'm all about here. I am looking for supporters to go along with me on my journey, so please like, subscribe, and click the bell to follow along. And if you have a channel or you have videos, let me know in the comments and I'll watch your videos and I'll give you support too. Thanks. Let's get busy. Alrighty, today we are working on eyebrows, and I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos and just watching different routines, trying to figure out how to minimize some of this. Because when you put makeup on hooded eyes, this area, your whole eyelid, doesn't show. So, and then it gets cakey, and just because your eyes are opening, closing all day, you don't see it. You don't see any of that makeup. So, some of the things that I have been watching and learning, all the tips and tricks I've been learning. First, if you're looking in the eyebrow and you cannot see your eyelid, then you've definitely got hooded eyes. Look straight in the mirror and look at your eyelids. So if you can't see them, then you've definitely got all this extra skin. So working with hooded eyes is a challenge. You have to figure out what works best for your eyes. You don't want to show too much because it won't show. So you want as much space between your eyelash and your brows. Maximize that space. Keep the arch and out as high as you can and not too dark. The darker and thicker you make it, the more it shows the hood. You want to make sure that you keep all of this here cleaned up and tweezed really good, because you want all of this to show. So one of the things that they did first was they were applying some foundation around the top part of the eyebrows, just because you don't want to have to go in and redo some of that once your eyebrows are done. It's okay if you get a little bit on your eyebrows, because you're going to put the pencil and the color on there anyway. But you really want to get that filled in as close as you can, so you don't have to do it once they're done. Nah, I never did that, and I used to fight all the time trying to get it done. A little bit up there. Okay, have a loose eyebrow there. All right, I think that part is done. My eyebrows don't, because I keep them trimmed, they don't go all kind of different crooked ways, and so I'm lucky I don't have to apply anything to keep them in the same spot. All right, so not to go darker, but my eyebrows are black. So I don't want the blackest black, but I have a light black. And then starting with the arches, this is something that was new. I never paid attention. You want to start where the arch is. You want to fill in any little spots. You see, I have a bunch. In the earlier days of my life, I really plucked and overplucked feeling the top if it's not. And you see, this one seems to be a little thicker than this one, so I'm going to try and make them even out. But the top, I have a few spots here that's kind of missing. So I'm just filling that in right to where the arch. And then working the outside, or the underside, I'm sorry. And because the hoods are so thick, I don't want to come down and do any in here. I'm only going to do up here on the top. So about right where the arch is, I'm going to start there and start coming down, but filling that in. I don't want any white gaps, too many gaps. And then I would take the brush. Just brush that up there. I see a lot of people using like a brow gel to keep their eyebrows set for extra long, but I have not played with any of that yet. Now we'll do this side. This one doesn't have too much of a defined arch as this one does. And you see where some of that is just really not even. There's about where that arch is. I really overplucked for years in the 80s and 90s. That was the fashion. And now that we've gotten older, it really did harm to my eyebrows, my eyelids, because I have such hooded eyes. You see how this one just is a whole lot thicker than this one. So I don't want to do anything too much except for bring that line across. These are going to go straight up. I guess we're just going to bring that to a little tip there. Trying to give the illusion that there's a better arch there. There's not a whole lot that I do to the eyebrows. I want them to look as natural as possible without doing too much to them. Okay. Now they're saying to use the concealer to draw definition and clean up. So I have concealer, and then I have a foundation that is just slightly lighter than the foundation that I normally use. And they're really close in color. They used a flat, completely flat tip brush, and they kind of just brought it straight. Straight and then down. It's supposed to look smoother and better. And they brought it and went ahead and did the whole entire eyelid. And I have so much skin in there that we're going to see how that's going to work out there. Now the other side. I've never done this. I've never done the concealer. I mean, I've done concealer, but not to do around the brows. Supposed to be looking, they want, the whole idea is to have more natural looking eyebrows done around the eyebrows. I mean, the color, now pat that in. It's supposed to help your hooded eyes as much as you can make it natural and keep a nice clean arch there. To keep as much skin in between, light and bright, to help accentuate the eye so it doesn't look so hooded. I think this eyebrow is kind of short. If you look, the other thing I've always heard is you use this from your nose to there. That's where your eyebrow should start or stop, and straight from your nose to here, straight up, should be where that eyebrow starts. So I'm good on both parts, but when I do this over here, I just need to bring this down a little bit more. All right, brought that down a little bit. And that's it for the eyebrows. That does look a little better with that, using that concealer under there. I just have to really define, getting to learn how to shape the eyebrows to make them look more natural. Because I really overplucked my eyes, so filling them in, and I have bangs, so they're not going to be so noticeable. But it is when you do full makeup and you have no eyebrows, it just makes that hooded part look even bigger. So that's it for the eyebrows this time. I'm going to keep trying different tips and tricks, but until next time, stay safe, like, subscribe, and follow my journey. If you have videos that can help me along to learn how to do these eyebrows, please leave a comment below. I would definitely check out your video, and I will also like and subscribe to you so I can keep getting your tips and tricks too. Thanks. Have a good day.